710 ESPN Seattle presents Bob and Groz's One More Thing.
Powered by the law offices of Heidi Hunt.
No Marcus, good or bad? All right, no Marcus Trufant, Bob. We know that. He's out for the year. And we kind of posed the question. This is why we're talking about it today. We posed the question, the listeners kind of on 710. Do you feel better or worse? Do you feel bad that Marcus Trufant is not going to be available now from now on? We know he didn't play in the Giants game, but it's different than moving forward without him. And I think we're both a little surprised by the response.
Yeah, because there wasn't any positive response. None. There was nobody who said, man, what are we going to do without Marcus? We lost a leader. We lost a guy who's got experience. We're definitely going to see an impact. Everybody said, good riddance. No, he's a this, he's a that. He hasn't been good since this year. I was stunned. I thought for sure there'd be at least some sentimental feelings coming out, like, hey, you know what? He's a voice of reason back there on defense. He's a voice of experience. He's a guy who's been through it. They're going to miss that because they don't have Lofa Tatupu anymore. He was another guy that kind of carried that role. He's not there. No, I mean I don't know if they represent everybody. Clearly they don't. But I was just surprised how one-sided it was.
I think there's kind of a general feeling that since he had that first injury a couple of years ago and missed a big chunk of the season, came back, had a really bad year. We came back and played just 10 games 2 years ago. He really got burned a lot, and then last year he looked better, but it wasn't the same guy. It wasn't the same guy you saw in 05, 06 at all. And I guess it didn't surprise me all that much. I mean, it kind of seemed like they were reducing. I keep thinking of the start of the year how much we heard about Walter Thurman. How he was going to be. We talked to him a ton during the summer, and he was going to be plugged in there. I kind of thought there was a chance that Marcus was going to see the same fate as Lofa Tatupu, which injury has now put him in that circumstance. So I can understand why people are reacting the way they are. I'm not sure if it's the right reaction though, because I think even if you were at a point where because Brandon Browner has done what he's done, and you were going to start Walter Thurman in there, that you may have been ready to do that anyway. Mm-hmm. But man, the gray eminence back there, to still have a wise old man back there, it sure helped with Laura Malloy last year. I mean, you look at Cam Chancellor, the player he is today. I don't know if he becomes that player if he's not getting a little bit of this from Malloy and a little bit of that wisdom. And you made the point during the show is they are bereft of experience back there. I mean, they brought Atari Bigby in, and he's helping out at safety.
It's all young.
Every corner they got's young.
There. Yep.
He's the number 3 corner right now, don't we think?
Yep. You got Kennard Cox, I think, is still on the roster as far as I know.
That we're finding out is changing every day, too. Roy Lewis is back after being on the other. But they are incredibly inexperienced back there, going up against the quarterback. Look, no one is saying Colt McCoy is great shakes, but how many passes did he throw in that? Was it a Tennessee
61.
game?
61.
He's averaging over 40 passes. I mean, their game is throwing the ball, so I just hope you don't see any of those corners get hurt. But the Seahawks have suddenly become even more the youngest team in the NFL.
Well, and we're going to see Walter Thurman and his hair get tested against Cleveland.
Both things?
Both things, yeah.
And Walter.